We feared this day would come when the lands are ruined and the champions of the light can no longer save those in need. But I will.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Let's Play Diablo 3. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. In the last episode, we went down and started working on blood and sand. And we took on the western flow control lever, hit that switch, and now we gotta do the eastern flow and move on to opening up the entrance to the waterlogged passage. I don't think there's anything too much that we have going on in between this episode and the last. Obviously, we took 2 days off because I was a little bit behind on my Dark Cloud playthrough, so I had to catch up on that one. But, yeah, other than that, nothing whole lot going on. So let's go salvage our gear. Literally the best invention ever, just to being able to do that.
Knowledge for many years, yet you look so well preserved for your age, Adria. Just how old are you exactly?
Go to hell.
Damn. But actually, yeah, how old are you? I am 1,000,000 and billion years old. I knew Adrian before he changed his name. I knew it. I knew it. Adrian in his prime, or Aiden, sorry, not Adrian. Adrian.
I think we were meant to come this way. Perhaps someone waits for us down here?
It's definitely a possibility, Leah. So I started modding Witcher 1 to get it going again. And sure enough, I'm already running into crashes, and I'm like, oh great. It's always the best when you mod things and then like they just start breaking. Like everything I've worked for is now nothing. I have to start over. Holy crap, look at all the enemies up here.
We need look no further than the state of its infrastructure. Yes, and built on secrets.
65 kill streak there. That's not too bad. Not too shabby, considering it's been a couple days. Although, picking up a character in this game is not nearly as difficult to say, like, FF14 when you come back and you're trying to tank a dungeon. And you're like, oh god, what am I doing? What are the buttons? What do the buttons do? Thankfully, I have my Necromancer set up here in relatively straightforward manner. Relatively. Mostly just make sure my boys are going out and kicking some booty here. Alright, looks like we're gonna lose this kill streak after we kill that plant, but that's okay. How are we doing on gear? Not really finding a whole lot. It would be nice to find more stuff. I forget how many gem slots you can have in the shirt and pants. Oh, dude, y'all didn't even let them talk. Y'all didn't even let them talk. You just murdered him on the spot. I still feel like the chickens was the right choice. Alright, I'm gonna kill this demon viper here. God damn, alright. Either we got weaker in the last episode, or these elites are definitely just straight beefy boys on Torment 1. Fair enough, though. Oh my god, finally! We haven't gotten a legendary in a while. You know, for us being on such a difficult, or such a high difficulty, it doesn't seem like we get too many of these bad boys. Also, it looks like a Necromancer exclusive thing. When an exploded corpse damages at least one enemy, your corpse explosion deals 186% increased damage for 6 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. Up to 5 times? Alright, I guess we're adding corpse explosion. I guess it's time. Where's my skills? Okay. What do we have currently right now? Did we get rid of revive? We do have our skills kind of centered towards revive, though. Did we get rid of command golem? thing is, Command Golem like straight up gives us an instant revive. Like we go Command Golem revive, or you can do Command Golem corpse explosion. I don't really use the Skeletal Mage as much as I probably should. So maybe for now, maybe we'd drop Skeletal Mage and use it on something a little better. Final Embrace. Corpses pull themselves towards the nearest enemy before exploding. Well, corpse explosion now costs 2% life per corpse. So if you get 50 corpses somehow at the same time, you just die. You're just done. Unless there's a limit. I think it's only 5 corpses, so you can take up to 10% of your HP. That sounds great for single target. Also, if you want to like latch them all onto one dude.
As long as they attack, we can be certain that Belial's minions do not have the blood either.
I don't think the cone is a good one. Explodes up to 5 corpses close to me. I don't like that one either. Bloody Mess. Explosion radius is bigger, so it hits more enemies. Shrapnel. Dead Cold. Freeze all enemies caught in the explosion for 2 seconds. And Corpse Explosion turns into coal. So that's probably... I would rate that as like number 1 or 2. Final Embrace is cool because you can just latch everything into a singular dude. He's in the middle of a pack, all the corpses kind of pull up on him. Still, you're taking upwards of 10% of your life in damage. Although that kind of is negated if you get gear that can give you health regen. Let's just go safe. Let's go safety mode. I like Bloody Mess. The 25 increased yards. Or, sorry, the 10 increased yards. 5 increased yards. It's not actually that great. Never mind. I thought it was 25 increased. But it just bumps up the yardage by 5. Whatever. I'm cool with it. Alright, increases duration of Skeletal Mage and revived minions by 25%. So that's what we currently have. Also, we haven't been looking at all our stuff. Let's read some of our new abilities. So let's go from Eternal Torment and go all the way down to Duration. So Eternal Torment, your curses cost 50% less essence and last forever. The thing is, though, enemies die too quickly for that to be important. But it could be great for, say, bosses, but you can always just reapply the curse, and again, you're not swapping abilities mid-fight. You're stuck with your abilities until the end of the battle. So might as well just reapply. Final Service. When you take lethal damage, you are sustained, preventing all damage for 4 seconds. In addition, you healed for 10% of your life per minion. This effect cannot occur more than once every 60 seconds. So that's kind of a nice one. Keep us alive, although we haven't really been smacked in the face again. We're trying to avoid being in the middle of combat with our current build. We're kind of leading an army. We ourselves are just in the background trying to buff our army by constantly using Siphon Blood, but yeah. Grisly Tribute. You are healed for 10% of your life on hit when one of your minions hits an enemy. No way. 10% of your life? You are healed for 10% of your life on hit when one of your minions hits an enemy. Does that mean we never die? Our minions hit everything. Are minions also the undead that we summon? That sounds ridiculous. Because my minions are just always hitting stuff. And it's not even that like it's related to how much damage they're doing. I just get 10% of my life back. That's ridiculous. Increases your life regeneration by 10% for each enemy within 20 yards. And again, we're not getting stuck in with the boys. We just direct them. And then we have Serration, Bone Spikes, Bone Spear, Bone Spirit. Deal 1% increased damage for every 1.5 yards from you, up to a maximum of 20%. You want to be as far away as possible while firing that stuff out. That sounds pretty cool. Also kind of coincides with our current style of build. And our current one, Spreading Malediction, receive a 1% damage bonus for each enemy afflicted by one of your curses. Actually, we're not using curses right now. I didn't even realize that. Let's just go full safety mode. Well, honestly, Final Service and Grisly Tribute combined would be unbelievable. I do like the Extended Servitude, so our dudes are up for longer. Wow, I'm just... Don't be my viewers, man. Damn. God, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Commander of the Risen Dead. This is the command. Skeletons and cooldown of Command Golem are reduced by 30%. Yeah, if you want more corpse explosion, sure. I mean, I don't think I need to be that safe. I don't think I need final service if we're using Grizzly Tribute for right now. I can just increase my essence by another 40 if I want, but I'm not going to be spending... Actually, now that I think about it, the only thing I'm spending my essence on is command skeletons. And Corpse Explosion doesn't use that essence anymore. So right now our essence is just god tier. For at least our current setup, it's fine. Increase the attack speed of Bone Spikes. Ooh, can increase the attack speed of Siphon Blood. Can get Siphon Blood going up and getting our stacks faster. I think we'll be fine. I think this is actually a relatively okay thing. I mean, we're going to be spending more corpses, but we weren't summoning mages enough, I feel. I'm curious how this will work. I think that our single target damage is now going to be a lot worse, all things considered. Alright, here we go. Now we get to test that theory. Once we actually get explosions, there we go. No, okay, that's still some pretty beefy damage, I'm not gonna lie. Oh my god, okay. That's when the buff starts kicking in and we get more of that oh shit. We get more of that damage.
I'm afraid not.
Alright, get in there, boys. Where is he? There he is. I was gonna say, get in there. So that would have been nice if we had the... Actually, you know what? Maybe we'll grab the one where it pulls the corpses in. Because now that our minions are just going to be healing us non-stop, we could probably risk the final embrace. I think that seems cool. Alright, yeah, let's do it. Also, we got a bunch of items here, so let's see what we got. And I do apologize for spending so much time trying to figure out what I wanted there, but I feel like it's always fun messing with everything and just kind of figuring out what kind of build we can go for, how do we can fine-tune it a little bit for our current situation. Alright, we can continue on here, but I'm not going to do that. We're going to go try and find any sort of notes, any sort of letters that we can find here. These guys will be the corpses that will unsummon anyway. Kind of nice thing. We're not really wasting corpses unless we summon more than 10 minions and then we start wasting corpses. But for the most part, it's not too bad. Oh my god, we got all 10 in one. Hell yeah. Yeah, the fact that revive costs nothing. So great.
This is all over.
You remind me of Cain.
Any new talking points? Nothing yet. Okay.
That passage should lead to the Desolate Sands.
Sounds good to me. Oh shit, he had dialogue.
Me in a barrel. It's uncomfortable in here.
I saw him summon himself, and then he's just like, hey, guys, and then I'm out. God damn it. Sorry, guys. I'm sure it was definitely nothing super important. If anyone knows what he says, please feel free to post it in the comments.
Are you dead? If you're dead, just say so. Are you still alive out there? Or is it the monster? Oh, say yes if you are. Or you could clap.
I'm just have to wait a little bit longer. We good?
If you could just smash this barrel open, I would be much obliged.
Well, he did have more dialogue, but it was after the fact?
Thank you for releasing me. It was getting a little boring in there. I am seeking a magic crucible that legend says was hidden in these very aqueducts. It would be a valuable addition to my jeweler's tools. Help me find it, and I will be greatly indebted to you.
And this is how we find Shen.
Rude of me, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Covetous Shen.
Only an enemy would name you that.
What? I have no enemies. Everybody loves Shen.
I love it. All right, no dialogue for this? All right, fair enough. We might not need Devour anymore either, now that I think about it. Shit, maybe we can just drop Devour altogether.
I like juuust. I really like juuust.
Oh, wait. Forgot, we have curses. Curses. We have Crippling Curse, curse the target area, curse enemies, heal the attacker for 2% of their total health when they are struck. Like, actually, even furthers our heals. Crippling Curse that kills enemies with less than 15% health. Alright, you know what? It's 15% damage on all enemies once they hit that moment. Figures at 18%, but costs 10% of your life. Do you know how quickly you could die? You could die so fast, depending on the number of enemies you're dealing with. Gain 2 essence when a cursed enemy dies. Well, that's cool. How much does it cost to Ooh. That means it'd be even more worthwhile dropping Frailty.
Do you have anything to eat?
Volatile Death. Cursed enemies explode for 100% weapon damage on death. And then we can just blow up their corpses as well. And then there's Frailty.
Companion than my last one.
Becomes an aura that curses all enemies within 15 yards. The range of this effect. Okay, yeah, I don't really know. I'm not close enough to enemies. This would be great if we were a melee dude. Cursed enemies take 50% increased damage from enemy. Okay, you know what? Scent of blood. Scent of blood.
I like juuust. I really like juuust.
Scent of blood is pretty great. Yeah, okay. I think this will be okay. I don't know if I like it being on 4, but I might make it my right mouse button. Because you want to open with it. But whatever.
I can't imagine why my young father bashed me over the head and sealed me in there. This place is quite dangerous without a knowledgeable guide.
You were his guide.
Oh, yes. I could show you around for 5 times and never stub a toe.
And you thought I was odd.
Okay. It doesn't seem as important or as good when it's on a single target. Is it only single target then? Oh, they pull themselves towards the nearest enemy.
Fascinating place this is. Oh, look at all this wonderful architecture. You could walk all the way around.
Okay, apparently that's an enemy over there.
It's like
God damn.
except for this part. I've seen this somewhere else before.
I have long waited for this knowledge.
Dude, I've been waiting so long for level 58. Okay. I'm gonna go with I don't like Corpse Explosion being on Final Embrace, so we're gonna go back to...
Now, I wonder where my young guide got off to.
Let's go
His
Dead
name
Cold.
was Gavin, I believe. Yes, that was it. Nice young fellow. He must still be around here also, or perhaps he got lost. We're not lost, are we?
Just over there. I never.
All right, so we hit them all with Curse, and then we just blow them up. Oh my god, okay. That's just dirty, dude. And then we're getting stacks and buffs and everything. Drop a Curse, drop a Corpse. We freeze them in place while we're smacking them.
Be careful, Gavin. It might be cursed. Here, it's a crucible. Poor man. If I had known the crucible was cursed, I never would have brought him along. If you come see me in Chaldeum, I can show you how the crucible can combine jewel fragments. Well, you know, I've been searching for a certain jewel for a long, long time. I'm in no rush. But maybe if I go with you, I'll find it just like I found this crucible. May I come with you on your journey and make glorious jewelry for you?
As long as you don't cause any trouble.
or the way out is just a little farther. I am starving. Do you think we'll find any good food down here?
Highly unlikely.
Such pessimism from one so young. Hoping
Young?
for the best never disappoints.
Hoping for the best never disappoints, eh? Oh my goodness. Alright, I like it. I like Shen. Shen's a fun character. But we're not gonna go the way we want to go. We want to go back. You never know, there might be some sick loot. But we're definitely one of those characters that, like, we need a little bit of a fire starter as we're getting in. Which, we light our match with our corpse explosion. Or, well, rather, our golem exploding into corpses. We get a little bit of buffs going on with the curse, and really it's just a slow ramp up from there. And then once we got everything in place, we're just going to town. Going to town, blowing everything up. And it always feels pretty good, actually.
I used to love traveling, seeing the world.
When the balance is lost, everything changes.
Yes, it's not like it was.
You have no idea.
I like how the person from the past is like, you have no idea what the past was like. You crazies. I'm from 100 years ago. Was it 100 or 500? I can't remember, but she was from X number of years ago. You know, she's from the before Diablo 1 even happened.
I'm going back to town. I need to learn the spell needed to restore Cole's body. I'll meet you when you get to the archives.
Why did you even come with us? You should have been learning that spell this entire time. All right, we gotta get his blood from the Cave of the Betrayer.
Same. But those others, the fallen angel, the witch, they're using you for their own ends. You choose to be their puppet, yet the power of your birthright could make you a god. I am a priest of Rathma. I serve a greater calling. There's no need to be snide. Soon enough, I'll rock this world again. Then I'll show you what a Nephilim can achieve.
Oh shit. That's the first mentioning of a Nephilim relating to the player. Let's head back to town. And of course, bring all our corpses with us. Because what else do you do? Might as well leave them on the waypoint, though. Just wait for them a sec. Let them die. There we go. Hello, everyone. Me. I'm back. You guys know anything about Nephilims? They're so weird. I just want to talk about Nephilims, it seems. Enchantress, nothing new. How about you two nerds? Nothing? Nothing, guys. The hell? Not so talkative, are ya?
Goods today. Please look. You will be
What about Kayla? The overwatching Kayla. No, still thinking about noble dreams. How dare. Alright. Let's just double check our gear. Anything decent? Oh, we got a new staff. There we go. The new staff is coming to town. Alright. Seems decent enough. Drop off our gems while we're at it. Only getting these flawless gems. As you can see, you seem to get like a pretty significant chunk of them. That's alright. We have 2 slots we can put into our chest piece, so might as well just fill that up with... Actually, let's upgrade the, what's it called? Imperial Topaz. Might as well upgrade them. Now that we have Shen for realsies. Alright, where is it? Topaz? Don't mind if I do. Good thing I have all this money. This shit is expensive. Alright, cool. I'll take my 2 flawless Imperial Topazes and put them in my chest piece. Excellent. Am I missing any other slots? Nope. I do love the look of this Grasp of Essence, though. And the thing about the gear in this game that I always love is that the gear always can change how you play. The biggest downside, though, is when you start going into gear sets, and then you're just locked into a specific way to play.
Is that wrong?
That depends. Do you wish to learn about the dead?
I was not... That is... I do not know what to say.
Got him. Good old Necromancer of Rivia. Still, I think the voice actor for this Necromancer is like god tier. I don't think they could have picked a better one. I haven't heard the female voice actor, but he's nailing it.
This desert, perhaps even beneath the sands we now tread upon. The Horadrim could not destroy them. They could only lock the door behind them. And I still have the keys.
So the fact that they are dying when they have 15% health left feels like a huge DPS boost, especially when we are not insta-killing them. If we were insta-killing them with our summons and everything like that, then obviously this DPS boost wouldn't be so great. But the thing is,
I learned much from that.
we're chipping them down a little bit, and so the extra little bit of time, also that's where we need to go, the extra little bit of time that we're spending works out really nicely, and all I have to focus on is just making sure my minions are nicely buffed. And then if that's not working, if there's a lot of enemies like in the way, we can just blow up a couple corpses and we're good. And then if we need to worry about single target, man, we're just like going all in, really. So I can make sure our revived corpses are good to go and max people, and we're good. And I love it. I kind of actually love it. This class is super, super fun. Even though I remember when it first came out, like a lot of people were saying that it's not really endgame viable or something like that, or not as endgame viable. Or I mean, I don't really give a shit about that stuff, man. As long as you're having fun with the class, that's all that matters. And for all I know, that's only when Necromancer first came out, when everyone was looking into it, and they're like, it seems alright, but blah, 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 reason XYZ, you know, it can't compete with, like, Demon Hunter, etc., etc.
I must wait.
Fair enough. But I can only imagine they've patched it since then. I mean, it's been years since Necromancer's been released. Can't remember, though. Is Necromancer announced as a starting class in the new Diablo game? Diablo 4? I really do hope so. We must continue the trend of us continuing to play Necromancer. In fact, wasn't Necromancer a choice in Beelzebub? If not, I think there was another mod that we could pick up that has a bunch of really interesting class choices in that game. Although classes in Diablo 1 are weird. They're all... Really all you're picking is what you get benefits with a certain type of weapon, right? And then you have like one bonus ability. Kind of a classless system, Diablo 1, I find. Which is kind of cool. I mean, like, hell, our warrior could use magic and shit. I mean, that's awesome. One of the reasons why I love games like Oblivion, Morrowind, stuff like that. Woo! I gotta remember to use my corpse explosion more. I'm too scared to do it because I don't want to run out of minions, but to be fair, minions are expendable. They're not that important, but they do keep me alive. They keep me alive in a pickle.
I must wait.
Oh shit, hello, giant worm. There you go, go get him, boys. Oh god, there's like more tiny worms. Oh dude, so the skeletons as they're killing stuff, like it really shoots your health right back up. Alright, let's head on down. Also lore!
The
Shit.
rockworm may very well be the ugliest creature ever to blight the world with its presence. Bereft of any features aside from its massive jaws, the rockworm appears to be a giant invertebrate. I should like to study it further, but its burrowing tendencies make it extraordinarily difficult to track.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, well, that's going to wrap it up for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you're enjoying our Diablo 3 playthrough so far. And I will be back, and we will explore The Cave of the Burrowing Horror, which is such a great name. Damn. Whoever comes up with these names, very good stuff. I'm Acme 101, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.